we know it must be sort of hard to take when you're dealing with some of the stuff you're dealing with. We're just saying that once you get hold of this, and once you figure out that you can control the way you feel, because you have the ability to find a better feeling thought and a better feeling thought and a better feeling thought. But most important, if we can convince you that if you do the vortex work first, which means find the emotion, align with who you are, that the vortex will fix everything. The vortex will give you the manifestation. It will bring the evidence, because the vortex is gathering the cooperative components. And we just want to say to you, we love you very much. We just want to say to you, we love you very much. We just want to say to you, we love you very much. You are the only uncooperative component that needs to come to the party. And when you become a cooperative component, which means you find some way to adjust your vibration so that you're not so freakishly resistant. When you care about how you feel and you adjust your vibration, the vortex will take you in. It's the way that it works. You don't have to figure it all out. You're not here to prove worthiness to anyone about anything. You just have to chill out. You just have to let go of those things that have been bothering you. You just have to find a way to stop offering a vibration that holds you apart from this vortex. And when you let go, when you surrender, when you give up, when you stop the battle, when you stop the struggle, when you stop looking at the evidence that supports why you're standing in the place you don't want to stand, when you stop doing that and stop keeping it active, the vortex will take you in, and anything and everything that you've been looking for will manifest in your experience, and others will watch you in this beautiful manifestation that follows you on every subject in the world, and they'll say, what in the world have you got going on? How is it that you get everything you want with such ease? What happened to your struggle and your trying? And you say, I gave it up. They'll say, well, when did this laziness come over you? When did you stop trying to be a citizen of the human race and justify your existence? And you say, when I decided to feel good, and when I decided that it mattered most, everything shifted for me. And then they'll just call you selfish and walk away. And we say, yes, indeed, you must be selfish enough to care about how you feel. So you got that, didn't you? Makes perfect sense to you, doesn't it? This is the best articulation of where this leading edge knowledge has come to this point. It'll be different tomorrow, but here's where it is today. If you accept the vibrational quality of that which you are, and you accept that your most powerful desire is the manifestation of the emotion, and you accept that once you've accomplished that, now you've connected with source energy. Now you're in the place of allowing all of this alignment and all of this power. That emotional manifestation is the grid that will fill in with such detail to surprise and delight you and inspire you and thrill you and others. Never-endingly, never-endingly, never-endingly. So if you start with this emotional basis and you let it be what you are really reaching for, and you accept it as the only thing that is important for you to accomplish, and so you begin going after it. We want you to think of that emotional accomplishment or that emotional manifestation as the general but pure basis of creation. Now, it will fill in with more specifics. It just must, because law of attraction is going to fill it in. Mm-hmm. And it will fill it in with the specifics that match the basis of it. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're saying, if you will take the time to lay a basis, because when you love and hate and love and hate and love and hate, your grid is filled in with lovely things and hateful things and lovely things and hateful things. When you're sure and afraid and sure and afraid and sure and afraid, your grid fills in with certainty and fearful things. And so as you clarify deliberately this emotional basis, and then you watch the manifestations reflect that, it gives you your conscious awareness. It's really what deliberate creation is. But it will always fill in with more specifics. So it is our desire to relay to you in a passionate enough way that you believe that we believe that you are this source energy and that you do have the potential to manifest whatever you are wanting. And that the manifestation is an elaborate, sophisticated, very right extension of source. This is the leading edge of source. This is the leading edge of source right here where you are. You're not out here apart from source, proving something to source. You are source to the degree that you allow it. You sort of kind of get that? So we call this gathering the art of allowing, and that's really what we've been talking about. The art of allowing what? The art of allowing yourself, by virtue of what you deliberately choose to focus upon, to be on the vibrational wavelength that allows the fullness of who you are to be present with you in this moment, so that you get to experience the brilliance of it, the clarity of it, the vitality of it, the goodness of it, the fun of it, the fullness of it, the appreciation of it, the love of it. In other words, for the love of God. When you are tuned in to that which is source, when you are tuned in, when you tune your frequency. Now you do it all the time sometimes, you just don't do it all the time. And we want you to know when you're doing it and know when you're not doing it, because when you know when you're doing it and know when you're not doing it, if you like it, you can do it more often. Especially when you understand what it is. So these things we want you to know. That which we call source, that which man often calls God, that which we refer to you as your inner being, that fullest part of you is always available to you right here, right now. But you have to do the tuning work, because the frequency of source is already set to a frequency, to a guiding light, to something that you have to work your way to. You have to feel your way to it, you see. A lot of people won't experience it till they croak. They've given birth to it, their source became it, but they're holding themselves vibrationally apart from it because they're still doing too much of the step one work, knowing what I don't want work. But when you really get the fullness of that which is you, then you can begin reveling in your moments. It's fun interacting with you because you, even as individuals, are at various stages of allowing and resisting. In other words, sometimes you're in a moment where you are really allowing the fullness of who you are, and sometimes you're not. And we want you to understand that it doesn't matter whether you are or are not completely allowing the fullness of who you are in any moment, because there's always another moment in which you can do that. We want you to remember that the source within you is always focused upon the solution. Always focused upon the solution. So anytime you're asking the question again or focused upon the problem again, you are separating yourself to some degree from the solution that is already solutioned. In other words, it's already done. There will be a lot of new words today. Write them all down. After all, this is the leading edge. That old dictionary, past tense. So when you start utilizing the contrast of your physical life in the way that you really meant to, in this open-ended, eagerly and willing to participate in life at its fullest, out here on the leading edge, on the bloody leading edge. When you're out here on this leading edge, you're going to be offering a tremendous amount of expansion all day, every day. Every moment is producing some of it for you. And the better you keep up with it, the better you feel. But if you don't keep up with it, there's just going to be a joyous reunion when you do keep up with it. In other words, the solution feels good no matter when it comes. And you have the ability to always find the solution. You're calling the shots here. In other words, you are the creator of your experience. You are the creator of your experience. And you have so much resourceful source backup. You have the energy that creates worlds pouring through you, but you've got to be in a vibrational place that allows it to flow to you and through you in order for that to happen. So now you know everything we know. Have a very nice day. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. In the spirit of time. A very intelligent person is asking a very important question about past, present, and future, which we've totally disregarded because it's utterly irrelevant. Because we're doing it all now. 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 So past, present, and future is irrelevant. We're doing it all now. We're doing it all now. We're doing it all now. So past, present, and future is irrelevant. We're doing it all now. 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 There it went again. We're doing it again. We're doing it now. Now. Are you convinced yet? We can keep going if you haven't gotten this yet. We're doing it now. We're doing it now. So past, present, or future is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You agree? It's irrelevant. Say it. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's all now. So what is relevant? What is the only thing that is relevant in this all-powerful now? What's the only thing that's relevant?
Now.
Am I in alignment with my source? Am I reveling? Am I resonating? Am I vibrating up to speed with who my source is? That's the only thing that is relevant. And how do you know the answer to that? By the way you feel. Do you have control over the way you feel? Then do you have control over being in alignment with source? Then haven't we just solved all the mysteries of the universe? Doesn't that just answer everything? And so, in other words, if you could listen as a collective consciousness to 30 days of good news about your economy, it would become a global reality. You don't have to wait for them to figure that out. It can become a personal reality, you see. You don't have to wait for anyone to figure out. You don't have to wait for the manifestation that you've been observing to improve before your mood improves. In fact, that's backwards of what deliberate creation is. If you can figure out how to improve your mood, your improved mood will put you in a vibrational resonance with the broader point of view. And when your personal point of attraction harmonizes with the point of view of the source within you, you have a point of attraction that is so powerful, nothing can keep it from being. But if you let your point of attraction get separated from that larger view, there's not enough action in the world. You cannot buck your own current, you see. You know that nothing has been left undone. There isn't a subject that we have not addressed. And you know that to the beginning and ending of you, you have heard the answer that you are looking for. Yes? Would you agree with us that from where you sit right now, you are recognizing that it's easier than you've been making it out to be? Can you feel the resourcefulness of Source and its ever-ready availability to you? And are you accepting that it really is your work to come into the vicinity? And do you also realize that with every effort is not the best word, because effort usually implies pushing against something, but with every concentrated decision that you make to improve the way you feel, that you then have access to more resources and more resources. Do you like knowing that you are here to manifest? Do you like the physicality, the sensuality of your physical time-space reality? Don't you love the beauty of it, the color of it, the texture of it, the sound of it, the feel of it, the smell of it, the taste of it? Isn't this just a delicious place to be focused? And can't you feel that this creative palette is just beginning, that there's so much more deliciousness to be discovered, to be desired, to be understood, and then to be realized? And aren't you pretty hot on the idea of the incremental realizing of it? Doesn't it feel satisfying to you to feel yourself off and then feel yourself on? Don't you love that self-control? And aren't you always excited when that self-control then yields evidence of your true power? We can feel that you are enjoying the understanding of your true power. And we use the word power in the sense of love, the power of source, the power of goodness, the power of well-being, because you can't wield that power against anything. You can't use power against anything without it backlashing. You can only use power for something. You only align with goodness. So we want to say to you that the power that exists, the only power that exists, is the power of goodness. And you have been contributors of